Hello everyone, hello Kara, this is your update. Oh my god, this is the first time in about, 2 weeks that I've been able to actually sit down in front of the camera and make a video. I've tried so many times and every time I start, the baby wakes up. It's driving me crazy. Alright, let's give you a quick roundup of what has been going on. Well, let's just start with this last week. I don't even know where to begin. Alright, so we got Oscar's birth certificate. I think I told you that. Not sure if I did. Got Oscar's birth certificate, and then from then had to apply for his passport. All this takes time, by the way. It's all like 7 days, 5 days, all this lot. So then had to apply for his passport, and then I thought, alright, me and him will apply for our visas together because we're both UK citizens. We're gonna need a visa to go to China. So applied for the visas. And that should have been up to 10 working days, 5 to 10 working days, which would have taken us until this Thursday coming, before we leave to go to China. And the time would have been very close. So the visa people called me up and they said, sorry, we can't issue a visa for your son. And I was just like, what? Because it's like, I can't travel without him. I'm not going to go to China. It's like, oh, bye, Oscar. See ya. Leave you in Nottingham. I'm going to China for a bit. No. So I was like, what? Why? They responded. They said that he's recognized as a Chinese citizen, which is interesting because he's got a UK passport and China doesn't recognize dual nationalities. So I was very curious. I was very shocked. I was like, okay, so he's Chinese. I wasn't going to bother arguing the point. I just can't bother. Whatever. If he's Chinese, I don't care. Whatever. So what does he need to do? So then they said, we don't think you're going to have enough time based on your travel date, but you need to apply for a travel document. So he needs to apply for a Chinese travel document, which is like a passport. Oh, so that was madness. Anyway, so I drove to Manchester, had to give my fingerprints for my visa, drove to Manchester, and then I had to drive to Manchester again a second day to collect my passport so that I could apply for Oscar's thing after I got my passport back. And then yesterday we drove to London, me, Hillary and Oscar. That was a nightmare. Honestly, I swear I'm gonna get like grey hairs. I mean, I'm gonna check after this video if I've got grey hairs, because honestly, that drive, oh my God, with the baby, not cool, not cool. Now I know how difficult it is to actually travel with young kids. Anyway, so we drove to London yesterday, went to the Chinese embassy and applied for Oscar's travel document, which is like a passport for a Chinese citizen. Whatever. Applied for that. They said all good, should be ready for Thursday. And yeah, so that takes us up to now, and we fly on Saturday, so ooh, it's all very close. But in between all that, Oscar's been a cute little nightmare. I'll just say that, because honestly, I don't know, Hillary's like, I'm being so negative. Maybe I'm having a version of post-traumatic stress? No. Postnatal depression. I think I'm having a version of postnatal depression. I don't know what that noise was. I think I'm having a version of postnatal depression because honestly, Oscar's been driving me crazy. He's been crying, like, I mean seriously, like screaming, crying throughout the night. He's got wind, you know, whenever he gets wind, he goes insane, and he has wind quite a lot. I guess because he's having formula and breastfeeding. I don't know if the two make I don't know what happens, but he has wind. So we burp him. It takes like, I don't know, 10 minutes, and then he'll have a burp and he'll feel better and he'll stop crying like that. Just like someone turned off the light switch. He's like, and we're just like, oh my God, it's 3 a.m. and you've been crying for an hour until now. Oh my God. Anyway, so then he stops. But then if he has wind on the other side, that takes even longer. Oh my God, today it took about 2 hours. And then finally we heard the dreaded noise of, and he did a massive poo. And then he stopped crying straight away, boom, again. So he's got wind and he gets it every day, which is not cool. We've read about it. It says it's the internet, the knowledgeable internet says that having wind is pretty common for a newborn. He's just something he's gonna have to grow out of, but in the meantime, he is suffering. So I asked my friend and she recommended something for me. I put it on the screen, I forgot the name of it. maybe we're gonna try that, because I can't handle seeing him screaming the way he's screaming when he's in pain. It makes me feel, I feel terrible. Anyway, me, Oscar and Hillary should, if all goes to plan, be flying to China on Saturday. How long we'll stay in China, I'm not sure yet, but Saturday is when it's gonna happen. And yeah, I think I can't think of what else I've missed out, but there's so many things to talk about. But I just want to make a video. I just want to get back into making the videos, and this is the first chance that I've had to actually like continue this video thing. So if you haven't already, thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I'll put some clips in of whatever's been going on, whatever I've missed out right here, and I'll just see you hopefully tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then next time. We've got a long ass flight coming up at the weekend, so if you have any suggestions, we are flying with Emirates, so we are in good hands, but still, we're traveling with a 4-5 week old baby, so if you have any suggestions, please do let me know down in the comments below, because we are so unprepared. The other day we went to my friend's house, we carried 2 nappies. That's like a rookie mistake apparently. We should have carried 5, because literally, we got there, he messed one nappy, we changed him, and as soon as we changed him, he did a massive poo, messed up the second nappy, so we changed him again, and it was just like, damn, this is the beginning of our evening. If he does anything else, we're doomed. So always travel with at least 5 nappies. Now I know, my mistake. But anything else like that, anything else, any other tips you have, let me know, because I really, really need them. I'm freaking out, I'm gonna go grey. I'm gonna go grey. Grey hair, I can't handle that. Can't handle it. I'm gonna get wrinkles, and I've already got like red, sore, lack of sleep. I don't know what's going on with my face. I'm hoping when I get back to Beijing I'll be able to like, what's gonna change? Nothing's gonna change. It's gonna be even more stressful. Oh, I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna end this video here. Hopefully see you tomorrow. If not, call the police. No, don't. But like, just check on me. See if I'm alright. Bye. Good morning, afternoon everyone. It's 1 PM and it feels like we've just got up. We got up at about 9, but because of the baby, changing him, feeding him, whatever, it's like rolled into 1, so that's lunchtime. Hillary has just cooked and it looks amazing. We have salmon, some noodles and some vegetables. It looks absolutely amazing. I'll show you. Yes, she's a chef and it's very, very good. We're very, very lucky. Piece of good news. So sweaty. It's very hot, so we're all and I haven't had a shower yet. Piece of good news, our Beijing apartment, flies. Our Beijing apartment has been sold, but it wasn't easy. There was a lot of hassle, a lot of whatever, but it's sold, so now we are homeless. And when we go back to Beijing, we're not sure where we're gonna live, but we've got to figure that out before we get there. Another hassle, but we can get through it. We can get through anything, right, Hillary? Yeah. She didn't understand what I said, but she just said yeah anyway. Good, you agreed with me. Very, very good. All right. Yeah. We're gonna eat now. Oscar's asleep, so we've got to be quiet once that door's open. And
Oscar. 16:40，这是你爸写的还是你妈写的？
Yeah, Oscar. My dad.
什么都没有 just.
Oh, she's just seeing on the calendar it has Oscar, 20th of July.
出生日期
And the time. Anyway, time to go eat. So let's get out of here. Speak to you in a little bit. Oh, Oscar. Food is ready and you're awake, so now we'll look after you. Oh, when are we gonna eat? Okay. Well, while those two are having a bit of a nap upstairs, it's favouritism, I tell you. Favouritism, that one. The little one's latching onto Hillary, doesn't want to be around me because I haven't got milk. Anyway, while those two are chilling out, I'm gonna go to Tesco. While those two are chilling out, I'm gonna go to Tesco. Got my £1 off nappies voucher. This is the life. And then what? Don't know what's going on with my face. Got all these red little dots everywhere. I think it's because I'm not sleeping very well. Hillary. Hey. Hey everyone, it is the evening of Friday the 3rd of August and just having a little chat. Been thinking today. So our apartment in Beijing has been sold, which is great because a lot of complications with it, but finally we've got rid of it and it's gone to a happy new owner. It does mean that we've collected a bit of cash from it because the value of it did go up quite a lot in the 2 years that we owned it. And after paying back, you know, we borrowed some money to buy it, so after paying back what we owed, we've got a nice little wad of cash which will be good enough for a deposit over here. And that brings me to the point of this little chat. You know, I've been in China for 7 years and there's been a lot of ups and downs. It's been fun, it's been terrible, it's been all sorts. But now we have Oscar. It doesn't seem like the best option to actually go back to China. So, I mean, me and Hillary, we've agreed because, you know, obviously Hillary is Chinese and her family's over there. I'm not gonna try to force her to do anything she doesn't want to do. I'm not gonna try and tell her to stay over here just because I feel comfortable here. No, because she's grown up in China, so that's her home. But she also recognizes that when you have a child in China, life just gets really complicated. It's because of the one-child system, and it just means that having a child becomes like an entire family issue. It's not just, you know, mum and dad, child, or children. It becomes mum and dad, grandparents, children or child, all having a role. I mean, it's fine having a role to play, like, you know, being there for the grandchildren, but like everyone's just involved with everything and there is nothing that like me and Hillary would be able to do. So we've recognized that being in China, it just becomes really complicated when you have a child because there's so little freedom and children have so much pressure. Their entire school life is just test after test, and the pressure like to get into a good school, and there's just, I don't know, I can't even think of all the examples now, but there's just so many things that come up. And also the prices of everything. Everything's really expensive because the expectation is that there's like grandparents here, and mum and dad. So 6 adults' money funneling down to this one child. And that's the expectation because that's how it's been for like quite a few years, and that's what's been happening. 6 parents' money funneling down to this one child. So like the prices of stuff has gone right up. The pressure and the competition to try and get into all these different classes and fun things, you know. Over here, if you want to do something, you can just do it. If you want to go swimming, you can go swimming. If you want to go play, you can go play. If you want to learn a language, you learn a language. If you want to play violin, go play violin. It's not like, all right, I want to play violin. Okay, you need to go to the best violin school in the land. And there's like 25 tests you need to do before you can get into the violin school. And it means you've got to study all these random things. Oh, you know what I mean? It's just, nothing is simple. You can't just take your kids to the park because there aren't parks like around in the local communities. You have to drive to a park or take a bus to a park or the subway to a park that's like 2 hours away, line up, buy a ticket. It's all so formal, and then even then when you get to the park you can't play on the grass. You have to stay on the path with like 100,000 people. You can't ride your bike down the street because, have you seen the Beijing streets? You can't even play with your next door neighbours because you don't even know who your next door neighbours are, because you live in like apartment blocks. You only see people when you take the lift. And when you take the lift, everyone's quiet. No one wants to talk to anyone. So it's like, as an adult, it's fine. I don't need to talk to my neighbours, and I know exactly what I want to do, and I can pay for what I want to do. I can, go to restaurants, go to bars or cafes, meet my friends wherever I want. But as a child, when I was a kid, I could just go play in the woods, play in the park, play on the street. There's a lot of play, and at school too, you learn through play, and there's no extreme pressure like there is in China for primary school kids. And you don't need to be bribing people under the table to get into a school, like just a normal school that's not even a good school. Yeah. So, in my head, I don't even want to go back. But we're going back because that's fair. And obviously Hillary's family as well, it's their grandchild. I'm not going to take anything away from them for that, It's their grandchild. They can see their grandchild. But except for that, there's no benefits of raising a child in China, in my opinion. There's just none. Absolutely none. Nothing against China, the country. I've been there 7 years. It's been good to me. Ups and downs, but it's been good overall. But for a child, no. Definitely not. Anyway, what's your opinions on raising a child? And do you like the idea of children learning and having classes from when they're like 3 years old and, taking tests? Obviously taking tests establish who's good and who's bad at what, but from such a young age, I'm not sure if it's worthwhile.
Sounds good right now after what we just experienced, doesn't it? Grilling out, lawns being mowed, and pools opening. These are some of the things we expect with summer.
Hello, Daddy.
Hello, Mom. We're in Costa.
Where? Oh, I love. Hi, so.
Okay. Oscar, you want one? No? I'll have your cookie then.
I haven't done any YouTube videos, so he looks tinier on camera.
No, he is tiny. That's why he looks tiny. He is tiny.
Jeez. How do you feel?
What do you mean how do I feel?
Is it a good experience?
To be Uncle Stephen and holding
Naturally, I would improve.
Oscar. I mean, you're holding Oscar for the first time.
Yes. Are you recording?
Yeah.
I don't know how it feels. What do you mean?
Okay.
You can
Signing out.
Stop recording now.
Oscar. Clean nappy? Happy? Hey, clean nappy, happy. Yeah, he's happy. But he's got hiccups now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
今天天气好，又洗一堆小孩的衣服。奥斯卡每天要换这么多，然后看看我们这边最喜欢的小袜子，叮叮叮叮叮叮。
Oh, Oscar. Hey Oscar, how's your day? Busy? What's that? Yeah? What are you doing? Oh, playing with an invisible thing with your feet and your hands. I see. Are you doing anything tomorrow? Your auntie wants to come and visit. Is that okay? Yeah? Okay, good. So Auntie and your cousin will come too, okay? Exciting, good.
Hey, Oscar, touch, touch. Come on. Try again.
Pasteurizing breast milk destroys potentially harmful viruses and bad
Hey.
bacteria such as E. coli and salmonella.
Filling the shelves of health stores, and they are actually. We spend about £750 million on
Come on.
annually.
你吃，然后呢？
Oh,
我要拆开这个，你可以继续吃，我自己一个人。
no.
我一个人拆。
Well. Today, I was supposed to get Oscar's passport, and then I was checking the website, you know, the tracking website, and it said that it was being delivered today up until 1:39 p.m. when it said it had been delivered. And I was thinking, I can see my front door from where I was checking that message, and I know for sure it has not been delivered to my house. So then I called the place, and they're like, oh, we're not sure what's happened there. We're going to get someone to investigate it and then get back to you. Which they haven't. And what my family are suspecting is that it's been delivered to the wrong house. Because where I am, there are 2 number 2s. Good morning, everybody. Oh no, I'm lying. It's not morning. Good afternoon, everyone. It's like 2:25. Long time no video, yes?
Hey.
Oh, I can't even hold this camera. Oh, my arms are dead from carrying the baby. Anyway, the baby's awake. What? I just started making. You see, this is why I can't do the vlogs anymore. I can't make the videos. Every time I start, the baby wakes up. So what I was talking about was, I'm about to eat. Hillary had a proper lunch. By proper, I mean it was leftover Indian takeaway from last night. She had a proper, like, full-on plate full of food. Whereas me, I get to have the neglected dad lunch, which is 2 slices of toast, a cupcake, and a cup of tea. If I didn't, you just have to see for yourself. Beautiful. But wait, it gets better. Now I have a chocolate sundae. There's my tea, by the way. Chocolate sundae and a vitamin tablet. Does that make it better? So does a vitamin tablet make it any better? Nah. Nah.
Daddy.
Yes. I'm busy, thank you.
Good job.
Thank you. Oscar, you have just changed to nappy number, what, 4?
3.
3? Nappy number 3 in the last...
Half hour, number 3.
Yeah, nappy number 3 in the last half an hour. So how do you feel, Oscar? Any words? You're making the most of the nappies, yeah?
Happy, very happy. I'm happy.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. Yeah, it's a little, yeah. Alright, yeah, nice interview. Yeah, okay, bye.
Talk. Hey, Oscar. Oscar. I'll change it.